A slip stitch is a stitch that is moved from the left-hand needle to the right-hand needle without being worked. That means you do not knit or purl it. There's a general rule in knitting that states you should always slip as if to purl with yarn in back. So that means enter the stitch on the left-hand needle as if to purl, keeping your working yarn in the back. So that would be slip 1. I'm going to knit a stitch in between. Now sometimes it can be tricky in a pattern because it will just say slip. If there are no specific directions, you always slip as if to purl with yarn in back. The reason for this is when you slip a stitch as if to purl, it is automatically seated on the right-hand needle in the correct position. And when you have your working yarn in the back, or on the wrong side of the work, that strand is hidden on the back. So again, I'll knit a stitch and slip as if to purl with yarn in back. And I'll knit a stitch to end it. And then I'll demonstrate that when we turn our work and we are on the wrong side, if the pattern says just slip, you should slip as if to purl, but with your yarn in front, meaning your yarn will be on the wrong side of the work. So slip as if to purl, but with yarn in front. Put a purl stitch in between, slip as if to purl with yarn in front. Now the only time you deviate from this rule is when otherwise stated in a pattern. Sometimes they'll want you to slip as if to purl with yarn in back, possibly slip as if to knit. You just need to follow the directions, and if no specific directions are given, always follow the general rule, slip as if to purl with yarn in back. Happy knitting!